Alright, this is the second video. We're looking at two shades of iron. What I've done is to kind of help the process here a little bit and help us to visualize what's going on. I've got my iron 3 chloride solution, which is what we're supposed to compare the solution that we're mixing to. It has iron ions in solution that have a charge of 3 positive, and we're going to mix a solution of iron sulfate over here whose iron ions will have, at least at the start, have a charge of positive 2. And what you will notice is a color difference between here and here. What I have in the middle is what the end product should actually look like once the iron sulfate solution does its job. Now this is just water right here, right now. We have mixed in the iron sulfate. This is the iron sulfate solution that's gone to completion. We've swirled it, exposed it to oxygen by swirling it and that sort of thing. So you look right now, you've got this specific color here, and the solution here doesn't quite have the same sort of color. But if you look at the bottom of this solution, there's a kind of a precipitate there, and you'll notice that the orange-red sort of rust color that is there is very similar to the orange rust sort of color that's here with the iron 3 chloride. So what's sitting on the bottom of this beaker is probably very similar, probably has the same ionic charge as the iron that's here. And if we actually swirl this up and get that red to go through, that precipitate to go through, you can see now those two colors are actually very, very similar to one another. Okay, so we'll drop in the iron 2 sulfate in there, and you can see we kind of get a yellowish green color there. Okay, and then as you swirl it more and more and more, that color will start to disappear. We're supposed to kind of swirl it for a minute, so we'll kind of do that for approximately a minute and see if we produce in the beaker I'm currently swirling what we actually have right there in the completed version. So we'll continue to do that. You can see the color kind of changing a little bit. I'm seeing it becoming more like the orange that's over here in the other flask. So we'll continue to do that, and it should get darker and darker and darker. So what's actually happening now is some of the iron ions in the solution, as they've been exposed to oxygen, there's a chemical reaction occurring. We're getting a color change, and those iron ions that are participating in the reaction are becoming iron 3. They're going from iron 2 to iron 3, so they're actually losing one more electron. Okay? And so if we let it sit for a little bit longer, eventually we're going to arrive at this here. Again, we're going to get a precipitate there that has more of a rust sort of color that's suspended here right now, and that color is very close to what's right there.